Right now, somewhere in your home, your dog is staring at you. Maybe you noticed it earlier. That long, unblinking gaze locked on your face while you were eating, watching TV, or just sitting quietly. You looked back. They kept staring. And for a moment you wondered, what is going on inside that head? Today, science is going to answer that question. And what researchers discovered about why dogs stare, published in one of the most respected scientific journals on Earth, is one of the most extraordinary things ever found about the bond between dogs and humans. We tend to think of staring as something a little awkward. Between humans, a long, unbroken stare can feel uncomfortable, even confrontational. But between a dog and their owner, something completely different is happening. Something that goes far deeper than a simple behavioral habit. Something that reaches back thousands of years into the co-evolutionary history of two species that chose each other. Your dog doesn't stare at you for one reason. They stare at you for many. And each one tells you something different about how they see you, what they need from you, and what they feel for you. Here is what science says about every one of them. Point 1. The love stare, a bond written in biology. In 2015, a researcher named Miho Nagasawa at Azabu University in Japan published a study in the journal Science, one of the most prestigious research publications in the world. The findings stopped the scientific community in its tracks. Nagasawa and her team measured urinary oxytocin, the bonding hormone, in both dogs and their owners before and after extended mutual gazing sessions. The result was extraordinary. When dogs and their owners gazed into each other's eyes for extended periods, oxytocin levels rose significantly in both of them. Dogs showed a 130% increase. Their human owners showed a 300% increase. This is the same neurochemical loop that bonds a mother to her newborn child. The same mechanism that creates the deepest human attachments. And dogs, uniquely among all animals, have evolved the ability to activate it in us through nothing more than a look. Wolves, raised with humans in the same study, showed none of this effect. This is not a general animal behavior. This is something dogs developed specifically over thousands of years of living alongside us. A biological bridge built from eye to eye. When your dog stares at you with those soft, warm eyes, they are not just looking at you. They are bonding with you. Actively, chemically, in a way that is written into the deepest layers of their evolved nature. That stare is love made biological. Point 2. The reading stare. Your dog is studying you. Not every stare is about love alone. Some stares are about information. Research published in the journal Animal Cognition has repeatedly confirmed that dogs are remarkable readers of human emotion, able to interpret facial expressions, body posture, tone of voice, and subtle changes in energy with extraordinary precision. And the primary way they gather this information? They watch your face. When your dog stares at you while you're going about your day, getting ready to leave, sitting quietly, moving through the house, they are not being strange or clingy. They are actively monitoring your emotional state, reading signals that will tell them what kind of day this is going to be, whether something is different, whether you are happy or stressed or unsettled. A 2025 study published in PMC found that dogs' gazing behavior is closely linked to their liveliness and engagement level. More attentive, socially motivated dogs gaze more. This is not passive observation. This is active, emotionally intelligent attention. Your dog is not staring blankly. They are reading you, the way a deeply attentive person reads the room. Every flicker of your expression is data. Every shift in your energy registers. They are watching because you are the most important thing in their world, and they want to understand you completely. Point 3. The asking stare. Communication without words. There is a particular type of stare every dog owner knows instinctively, and it is usually followed by a walk to the door, a bowl, or a leash. This stare is different from the love stare. The eyes are brighter. The body is more alert. There may be a small shift of weight, a slight tension in the posture, ears forward. This is your dog communicating a specific need and choosing to do it through directed eye contact, because experience has taught them that this is how it works with you. This behavior has a name in animal cognition research: referential communication. It is the ability to use eye contact as a pointing mechanism, to direct another individual's attention towards something specific. Researchers at the Max Planck Institute found that dogs perform referential looking, alternating gaze between an owner and an object or direction, to communicate wants with remarkable sophistication. What makes this extraordinary is that this is not a behavior wolves show. It is something dogs developed specifically for communicating with humans. Your dog has evolved, over thousands of generations, the cognitive ability to essentially say, "I need something," using nothing but their eyes. The next time your dog stares at you with that particular bright, focused expression, take a moment. Look where they're looking. Follow their gaze. They're trying to tell you something in the most direct way they know how. We're halfway through, and there are still two types of stares most dog owners completely misread. If this video is giving you a new way to see your dog, hit subscribe right now. Every week, we go deeper into the psychology of the dogs who share our lives, and the next point might be the most important one yet. Point 4. The warning stare. The one you must never ignore. Not every stare from a dog is soft. Not every stare is love or communication or information gathering. There is one type of stare that is entirely different, and misreading it can have serious consequences. It is a hard, unblinking, fixed stare. No softness in the eyes, no tail movement. The body goes still, the muscles tighten. The gaze locks and does not break. This is not your dog saying, "I love you." This is your dog issuing a warning. In canine body language, a hard, direct stare is one of the clearest pre-conflict signals in the behavioral repertoire. It communicates discomfort, threat perception, or impending defensive aggression. Animal behaviorists describe it as whale eye when combined with visible whites of the eye, a sign of high stress and potential danger. The critical mistake most dog owners make when they see this stare is to lean in, stare back, or reach toward the dog, all of which, in dog communication, escalate the signal. The correct response is to look away, lower your body posture, and give the dog space. Understanding the difference between a soft love stare and a hard warning stare is one of the most important skills any dog owner can develop. One deserves a warm look back. The other deserves immediate, respectful space. Point 5. The confusion stare. When your dog doesn't understand. You've seen this one too. The stare accompanied by the tilted head, eyebrows raised slightly. An expression that somehow manages to look both deeply focused and completely baffled at the same time. This is your dog trying, with everything they have, to understand what you just said or did, and not quite getting there. Dogs process human speech and tone differently from humans, but research from Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest found that dogs use both the left and right hemisphere of the brain when listening to human language, processing tone in one and actual word meanings in another. When you say something they partially recognize but cannot fully decode, the result is this concentrated, searching stare. It is not blankness. It is intense cognitive effort. And the head tilt, that universally beloved expression, has been studied too. Researchers believe it may be related to dogs trying to improve their line of sight to read human facial expressions, or adjusting their hearing to better process the sounds we make. When your dog stares at you with a tilted head, they are not being cute for your entertainment. They are genuinely, effortfully trying to understand you, which may be the most touching thing of all. The bathroom stare, the one that makes everyone laugh. And then there is the stare everyone knows, but nobody can quite explain. You close the bathroom door, and somehow, within 30 seconds, you can see the shadow of 2 paws at the bottom of the gap, and feel the unmistakable weight of 2 eyes staring at you through the door. Or the door didn't quite close, and they pushed it open, and now they're just sitting there, watching. Why? It comes back to pack instinct and attachment behavior. For a dog, their owner disappearing behind a closed door, even for 90 seconds, creates a small but real moment of uncertainty. You are their anchor, their secure base. You've just made yourself temporarily unreachable and visually absent. The stare through the door, or the stare while you're in there, is your dog maintaining the bond, staying present, keeping you in their sensory world, making sure the moment you emerge, they are the first thing you see. It is not intrusive. It is not strange. It is the most honest expression of attachment a small creature can offer. I will wait. I will watch. I will be here when you come back. And honestly, is there anything more loyal than that? The next time your dog stares at you, really stops and looks, remember everything you now know. That soft, warm gaze triggers the same bonding chemistry as a mother and child. That focused watching is one of the most emotionally intelligent behaviors in the animal kingdom. That tilted head confusion is cognitive effort and trust. That patient stare through the bathroom door is loyalty in its purest form. Your dog cannot speak your language. They will never be able to tell you what they see when they look at you. But in that long, quiet, unbreakable gaze, they are saying everything. And now, for the first time, you know exactly how to listen. Which type of stare does your dog do the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and I want to know about your dog. If this video changed the way you see that look in your dog's eyes, share it with someone who needs to understand their dog better. And subscribe, because next time, we are uncovering what happens inside your dog's mind while they sleep. Harvard scientists say the answer will melt your heart. We'll see you there.